Hi everybody, welcome back to This Morning. I'm Chayla Mendez, your host, and we still want to help pick up your Wednesday right here with us. So one thing I try to push on the show is always going out on adventure and explore St. Lucia, and when I get the opportunity to, I go full 100 into it. So I had recently the chance and an experience to hike to Louvet Estate. That's somewhere in between Babonneau and Dennery, which I had no idea they're connected, but trust me, it was an experience of a lifetime right here in St. Lucia. So come and be part of it with me. This is how it went down. All right, good morning, St. Lucia. So it is time to rise and shine. This person that trying to look like me, but I'm nicer than him, is my brother. So please meet Andreas. And this morning, a good friend of ours woke us up very, very early. As you can see, I'm tired, but we'll be fine. We are right now in Olio, and shamefully, this is my first time here, but there's a first for everything. And we are going to be doing a hike to Louvet Estate, which is, if I'm not mistaken, by the leader of the hike, somewhere in between Dennery and Babonneau. So I'm gonna take you on my hiking adventure.
Purchase your tracks today.
It is 3 hours hike to get there from Olio, estimated. But you know, with him probably we might take longer. If it's left up to me, we'd stick to 3 hours.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hey everybody, so we got really into our first maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the hike, and as you can see, I'm sweating already, and I'm trying to also skillfully maneuver this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Take a chiwi, but this is not easy, and it's gonna be interesting. But at least the views keep me going. The views keep me going. Check this out, guys. They try and beat me, but don't worry, we can win.
Purchase your tracks today.
We just found a pomdamu tree, and somebody's about to commit cranial larceny. And for the purpose of the people who may not know what that is, like my brother, that's when you're stealing somebody's crops. Basically, you're a volet. So, caught in the act. So when Lucian just come back from Toronto, and they have to ask what pomdamu is.
Oh my gosh, I know what it is. You don't even know what it is.
I knew what a pomdamu was.
Yeah.
But anyway, my brother playing like, he just asked, pomdamu is like wax apple, right? But see, fresh from the mountains.
Purchase your tracks today.
So we're very close to reaching point number 1. We're about an hour in. Now the story of the estate, which I've just been told by Hike Master, is that a German
Purchase
woman
your tracks
owned
today.
the land, and apparently she just took off and left, and just left the land behind. Nobody could find her. Eventually government took over. There were talks and plans of possibly putting a highway from Babonneau, passing through here for all the trailer trucks, etc. But anyway, that's where that rests. So
Purchase your tracks
we shall
today.
carry on. Okay, so officially an hour and 10 minutes in. I don't understand how on earth a vehicle went down this hill. This is insane. The journey continues. We are officially on the estate, an hour and 23 minutes into it, and there we go. This confirms, not while we're not doing anything wrong, because it does say no vehicle trespassing, not people trespassing. So we're gonna continue. So on the estate, we've discovered an old cocoa drying
Purchase
house.
your tracks
And
today.
what's cool is that, and very interesting, is the construction date is on here, and it says, let me get it for you to see. Ooh, a day before my birthday, but years apart. December 7th of 1974. Imagine that. So
Purchase your tracks
pretty
today.
interesting. We've met up with the rest of the group, so, and I still haven't taken a chiwi, so I'm doing good.
Purchase your tracks today.
Okay, so we are 47 minutes in on our hike back. Let me tell you, 47 minutes. Well, almost majority of that 47 minutes is going up Mount
Purchase
Parkview.
your tracks
We
today.
still ain't reached it yet, and it's uphill alone. Check this out. And this is what technology has done to human beings. We finally picked up service, and all they can do is just be on their phones instead of walk to the damn car. That's all I'm saying. Oh, this, my good people, is the look on your face when you see in the light. When you reach the end. And this was our time check. And how long into it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Huh? What? Alright, so we came back. It took us an hour and 15 minutes. And I never thought I'd be this happy to see the ending. Mind you, I don't say it because I feel defeated or burnt. It's quite the opposite. I just really want ice cold water, so next time I'll be better prepared. But I'm so happy. It was
Purchase your
not
tracks today.
an easy hike, I will tell you that. Because of different terrains, hills, dips. Trying not to take chiwis. My brother took plenty. He took chiwis for us all. But we finally here. We reached. And I made it. Yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed that. This was your adventure with me. And of course, we don't have to spend too much money to adventure. We have so much at our disposal right here in St. Lucia. So go out, adventure, enjoy what we have. We'll be back. Good morning, St. Lucia. It is time to wake up. Of course, this morning has returned and you're up this early, so I promise that it is not going to be in vain. Our guest today, I have Vincent Clark. Well, he's better known as Jeg, though. How are you doing today?
I'm fine this morning, and I'm very feeling proud because we come here to talk about mangroves and importance of mangroves. So that is very a key subject for me for today.
Great. Now, this is definitely something he's passionate about, and that's an insight as to what our discussion is going to be for this segment. And, you know, we need to appreciate the things that help just make our island beautiful, keep it as it is, and why we need to, you know, have that appreciation and protect it. So, Jeg is actually the vice president for the Opicor Charcoal and Agriculture Producers Group. So, you know what, I think St. Lucia needs to know a little bit of what you all do and what's the aim of this organization.
Okay, this AIM organization is like more like an environmental organization because this group formed like since in 1982. But it was the older folks. So now we formed the group since 2007 to really have more people valuing the importance of mangrove, because the only thing that people use the mangrove for only making charcoal. Mangroves has a lot of very importance in our environment. So the Opicor Charcoal Producers Group, they are more like more stewards of the mangrove, and they end up doing their livelihoods out of the mangrove. So that is what the group is mostly about. And right now the group has undertaken how many different projects. One was the Ekman project, and now we're working now with Just Small Grants to implement another project by implementing a strategic plan and a management plan for the mangrove, for sustainable use of the mangrove.
Okay. So how long has the group been around for?
The group has been around since 1986, but it was dormant for at least 12 years. Then we start to reform the group and then see the importance of what we do and how should we protect the Makote mangrove. And my guys has been trained use the resources in a sustainable way, because they know the importance of mangrove, because mangrove creates a great important role in our daily lives, especially within the environment, especially with greenhouse gases. Mangrove will replenish the oxygen, at least 60% back oxygen into the atmosphere. That is why we should protect it. Also, it creates like a barrier within this ocean and the mainland, also stop soil erosion, also acts like a nursery to juvenile fish and other species in the sea. So mangroves are very important to us at Makote.
You mentioned the mangroves at Makote. Now, I know these are very special, not only to us here in St. Lucia, but for the OECS. So if you can tell us more about these mangroves.
All right. Makote mangrove is more an inland mangrove, and what we call a basin mangrove. And it's the only mangrove that carry all 4 species at one time, because they have the black, the red, the white, and the buttonwood. Right now at Makote is also a Ramsar site. Ramsar is the world governing body of wetland, and Makote is also the biggest mangrove forest in the Eastern Caribbean. So it is a very important, not to us, but to other people outside, that looking at Makote as a very important role, because every year we have students from Voman University and University of Waterloo coming to the researches at the mangrove, because they know the value of what we have. And so right now, Opicor Charcoal Producers is working with Jeff Small Grants to try and do some alternative livelihoods to the different farmers at Makote. So now we have gone into the beekeeping section and also a CMOS component, because we are the stewards of the mangrove, so we don't want to be destroying the mangrove. So we look for alternative livelihoods by looking for different avenue and different grant funds over the area.
And I think that would make a good opportunity, especially for field trips for students in schools. So teachers, principals, students who are watching, ask your teachers, have them put this together. This is going to be something great. Everybody can learn from. But where exactly is it located?
Okay, it's about 3 minutes from the stadium, and at least 3 minutes. If you come in from the airport going north, it's about 3 minutes. On your right, you'll be some signs. We erect some big signs so people will know where is the area now. And if you're coming from the stadium, it's about 2 minutes drive. It will be on your left-hand side. See? Now, also, we want to protect the mangrove so much, so we have formed a new tour company, which named Eco South Tours, within ourselves, to try and market it as a tourism site. So we offering like hiking, bike riding, horseback riding, and kayaking tours along the mangrove areas, because we know the importance of what we have. And all our tours are educational tours about the environment and the mangrove resources that we have.
Great. Now, of course, as St. Lucians, again, we're on an island. We need to know it and understand it. So I think this is a perfect opportunity. And before we wrap up, Jeg, if there's anything you want to leave St. Lucia with, especially when it comes to us as just, regular persons, what can we do? What advice would you leave us with to help, at least keep mangroves safe and help protect it?
Yeah, St. Lucians must understand the value of mangrove. The mangroves are not just only trees. They have a significant ecological importance to us, especially within the environment, because mangrove will prevent soil erosion. Mangrove will replenish your beach for you. Mangrove will protect your coral reef, because when you check out mangrove is a line separating the mainland from the ocean. So you have the mangrove will protect the coral reef. So if you have a dead coral reef, you have no fish. Likewise, if you have a dead coral and you have no mangrove. So they work together. One depends on one.
Perfect. So St. Lucia, this is our message to you, and of course, make sure you take heed. I hope you absorb this. This is how we wake you up in the know. And again, now you definitely understand the function of mangroves and realize its importance. So let's do all we can to help replenish it and as well to help protect it. And if you have a chance, make sure you take that trip down and go visit that mangrove and get your educational experience down at Makote.